Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us today. And today we have a CAC open box video. As always, if there's any coins available from this submission, it'll be on the links in the show notes here. And so CAC called balls and strikes, and now it's your turn to call balls and strikes. We'll look at the coin. This is graded MS65, and you can tell me your thoughts on it. In general, what are you seeing? Balls and strikes. You CAC, you don't CAC if you've got your own sticker. You yourself and Irene, if you've got your own sticker, what are you putting on this guy? Sticker or no sticker? MS65. Most of the coins in here are not our coins. We had a nice little group of things that we were sending off, and as always, it's pretty hard to get stickers on some things, especially when they're higher grade coins. This coin is actually an MS67. Very, very clean, majestic looking coin. Contact free. This is a 36S. And overall real pretty. I will say probably would have want a little bit more luster on that guy. As a 67, it's got the eye appeal of, it's got the lack of contact. So this one's actually also graded 67. And so you can see this one has a lot more vibrancy to it, a lot more life to it. But of course it also has a very dark tone to it. I actually really like the original skin on this. I think this coin is mine, and I think it doesn't have a sticker on it. So once again, you've got that original look, which people say that CAC is looking for, and yet, of course, there's lots of other things to look at. And at the end of the day, really grading is all about comparison. So this is an Elgin MS66. Also, I think this one was ours. I'm going to have a nice little collection of Kamems here pretty soon without any stickers on them. But that's okay. That's okay. We still love you. We still love you, coins. Don't get upset. Once again, another very original looking piece overall. This is where I get upset. I'm just kidding. I don't get upset, except for when I do. You won't like me when I'm angry. So this $3 gold piece is in a fatty, old NGC fat holder, and I thought it was a really cool piece. To me, it felt a lot nicer than an AU50. It has a reflective field. Just a neat piece all around. AU50 did not sticker. This one I remember is mine. And I just remember liking this coin when I picked it up, so I thought someone else has to like it besides me. You can still like this coin. I don't see a lot of them with that proof-like finish to it on a $3 gold piece. 1849 wreath gold, $1. This is the closed wreath variety. This coin is graded MS62. And I say DNC did not sticker, but DNC would be did not cross. DNS. This one is graded MS63. A little bit more flashy. This is actually the open wreath variety. Very cool, very different looking coin than the other one. And that one gets the CAC sticker on it. Yeah, I really like that coin. It's a very nice, just honest looking piece. MS63, very, very attractive. Well, speaking of piece, we had a lot of piece dollars here going in for several different clients. This 35S is Mint State 64. No sticker on that one. And I think perhaps it's just a little bit of the contact on the cheek there, but really that's a very nice looking 35S. It's like, you know, doing stuff like this always makes me want to go back to just collecting raw coins. I just like looking at coins. The 34D and MS64. I mean, you compare this to the previous coin, and obviously this has a tone over it, but I really, really liked the previous coin. And once again, you're really doing a comparison game when you're doing the CAC stickering, because the idea here is you're going to try to find coins that are a little bit nicer for the grade. So, no sticker for you. Still like that 35S. It's a nice piece. This 34D is graded 63. So now you get a shot at a coin that has same date as the previous coin, one grade lower, and very, very, very open, lustrous fields. A lot more contact marks. You can see them all to the naked eye there. All those little contact marks. No sticker on this guy. Well, you know, if this episode is 3 strikes and you're out, then I think we're going to get through 9 innings, at least here. So this is a 1928 and an MS64 holder. Once again, the conventional wisdom has been that, you know, they give kind of like a little bit of extra point action or credence or credibility to coins that have an original look to them. And I don't know that that's really the case exactly anymore. But as I was telling someone at the Long Beach show, when I was looking at some of the coins that he had, you know, there's original toning, and it can be a little bit on the dark side even. But then you really want to be able to see through it and see pleasant things underneath it. And this one feels maybe a touch dark, but you know, under the bright lights, it definitely shines. So this one, 27S, this one did get stickered, but the wrong way. So I really like it when they go ahead and throw a sticker on there that says PVC. That way you know exactly kind of what you're facing. 27S and MS64. And so right here, I think you can actually see that haze on it, like at this angle. That's the PVC. And there's an awful lot of certified coins that have some type of residue on them. You know, coins have been in holders a long, long time. 27D and MS64. Now we're getting a bunch of piece tellers, y'all, so you guys can start to get a feel. It's kind of nice having a lot of the same coin in similar grades, because you can start to go ahead and play that comparison game of, okay, wait a second, what is my eye getting trained to here? What do I like? What are the grading companies like over time? What did they like? Because, you know, these are all multi-generational holders. In other words, there are several different generations, decades between when some of these coins were graded. MS64, no sticker. I'm still kind of going back to that 35S, I think, is my favorite of all these Mint State 64s that we've seen so far. Here is a 27. And I'm kind of intrigued. So this is another Mint State 64. No label on there that says PVC, but you know, there's what is the line between stuff that's just hazy and stuff that's PVC? You know, because you have kind of that haze over the back of this coin, but is that not PVC? Overall, though, underneath there, that's a very, very pleasing coin. And Mint State 64, no CAC. I mean, I would be tempted as the owner to go ahead and get that restored or conserved or whatever. Get a little of that haze off and see how it comes back. That coin's quite lovely. That will vie for the 35S, whatever the date was, as I think the nicest one that I've seen of these 64s. So for example, here's another 64. Now this one, to me, compared to the other one, has, I think, a lot more chatter to it. Like it feels like there's a lot more little marky marks there on that funky neck, and a bunch of other little contact marks there. So between the two of them, this one didn't sticker, neither did the other one, but I kind of preferred that NGC coin that we looked at first. Here is another MS64. And the interesting thing for me on this is that you've got, a coin that's very much so blast white, nice big open fields, mostly contact free, but really I don't know that it's my favorite. It's got some heavier contact marks. I don't know that it's my favorite 64 that we've looked at. So, and that one does have the sticker. And it is a nice coin. I'm not knocking it. I just think, maybe one or two of the other coins I would pick over that one if I was just buying coins in 64. This coin is a 66. And the other thing to kind of learn from this, for those of you who are just kind of novices and just kind of looking at stuff, is hopefully you realize that there's not necessarily a reason to chase grades. It can definitely be a fun part of the hobby. I mean, people go to see how much weight they can lift, how fast they can go, what's the biggest buck you can shoot. Like you want to have, there's always competition, right? Like, and that's what the grading companies have really brought on over time. Not intentionally, I don't think intentionally 66 on this guy. But, I would be just as happy probably with some of those 64s and not worry about getting a 66 on that. So this is a really intriguing coin for me. So this 24S is also graded 64. And remember, I was talking earlier about having the ability to kind of see through the luster, see the luster through the toning and see what you're looking at. This actually has a very, very nice high quality brilliance for a 24S. 24S's come very, very scuffy. And I think overall this coin, the fields are very, very clean underneath that toning. And kind of an interesting look to it overall. You can see that you can still see the quality. And so this type of toning I always prefer over the ones that have kind of that dull look to it, even though a lot of people might not like the overall look of this coin. So this is a more expensive coin, so it's a bigger deal if it gets a sticker or not. But yeah, I'm pretty fond of that coin compared to some of the other ones that we looked at there. 23D, also in 64. You guys are going to be a master of the 64 grade pretty soon. And so this doesn't really have any big distracting marks. It just has a lot of little chatter to it. And the type of thing that you'll see from a coin probably just hopping along with its friends a little bit. Oh, but the reverse on that coin is a wowzer. Look at that. That actually has a really great look. Yeah, very, very nice. So it's interesting because the back and the front, you ever see a married couple and you're not really sure, like they don't really pair up well. You're like, how did get that girl? Look at that. And then there's, because I do think that the front of this coin is kind of average for the grade, but the reverse is just stunning. But it did not get the sticker. Yeah, I want my piece dollar reverses to have that quality to them. That's the nicest reverse of any of the piece dollars we've looked at. I think just kind of hands down. That's it. So it's just an opinion, guys. Don't get too worked up over it. 22D. So this one's another one with some of the heavier toning. This one does have, I think, better luster underneath the toning than you saw on one of those early examples that I was showing with some of that modeled toning to it. Now this is actually graded MS66, so this is a much higher graded coin, and did not get the sticker on it. And once again, it can be very hard to see kind of through the toning on these guys. A few contact marks on there. You want to have really open fields. A couple more little contact marks in there. So this has the kind of like the look and the luster, but I do understand if on a technical grade, you're going to ding it for a couple of the dings that it got. All right, so this one is in an old fatty. This is graded 63. And by now you've looked at enough 64s to hopefully feel like you got to feel that this coin might actually fall into that category. It does not necessarily, but it does get the sticker. And I always like the fatties. Nice one. Nice looking coin. Okay, 1921. Now here we're going a little different because the 21s, this is also a 64. The 21 piece dollars, it's just a tough series. The 21 by itself, I mean, it's just a different looking coin from the other ones. Graders, I think, are generally a little bit tougher on it because of its popularity and its price point. And really attractive piece here. Well, I definitely like the 10,000 foot view on this guy. Did not get the sticker. If anything on this coin, it's a little bit subdued looking in hand, but very, very original. I mean, I would definitely think it's got a nice original quality to it. 89cc. This is a VF25 holder. I don't send in many, and I don't see many Circ coins getting sent in for grading. You know, I mean, like well circulated coins like this. But this one got sent in and did not get the sticker. Probably on a coin like this, they want it to be a little less bright. But overall, it's very attractive. I still would definitely call it original. I think it's a very nice piece. All right, 1880 in an MS65 in the old fatty holder. Yeah, this is my kind of coin all day long. There's just something about the fatty holders that make me happy. Fat and happy. And it's just, especially just those 80Ss, 81Ss, all day long, nice MS65 with the CAC sticker there. And overall, just a very pretty coin. Open fields, you see a lot of little chatter marks. But once again, the long view really makes this coin stunning, though, because the field, even the marks in there are very minor. You put a loop on them and they look big, but then from a distance, you kind of take that distance view and you see something really pretty. So this 1799 is graded fine 12. It wasn't an NGC holder, and then my customer had it crossed over to PCGS, and it crossed, which is good for him because he wanted a PC coin. And did not CAC. That's too bad. You know, to me, there's nothing really holding this coin back. But as I was saying before about that other Cirque Morgan, you know, it's a different world for me because I've seen a lot of CAC graded coins, CAC stickered coins that are, you know, your uncirculated graded coins. But then, you know, when I see circulated grades, I don't see as many. So this is a 62 in a Holder Slim Proof 67 Star Cameo. I kind of wish that coin were mine. That's got all the adjectives. Hey, handsome. Look at that. So, interesting coin there because it does get the CAC approval. It's difficult because you can see all the lines on here, and a lot of that stuff is on the plastic. So it's a lot harder to grade these, especially in older holders. You know, you just want to see that kind of perfect finish on a proof. Those finishes get blemished real easy on that. That's a lovely piece. Another Cirque coin to talk about. This is an 08 Denver Mint in an AU53 holder. Fun coin to look at just because we don't see many barber halves in this kind of grade, and you see all the extra little detail in the hair and in the laurel wreath, you know, and then in the Liberty. Just kind of fun to take a minute to take it all in. The reverse of this coin, you know, there's not a whole lot extra to see in the higher grades than the lower grades. Of course, you start seeing more of the leaf designs. Pardon me, these are leaves. These are feathers. Leaves, feathers. I'm new to this. So the feathers don't have a ton of details in them, actually. even high grade. So what do you think? Balls and strikes. It's another swing and a miss. But overall, a very attractive looking piece. All right, I do happen to know that these final few are coins that I had. I made that video on proof dimes, and we just grabbed the nicest ones, the ones that we thought were the most attractive. This is only graded proof 64, but it felt like it was such a higher quality coin. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping to get a gold bean on this one, because when we compared all the coins, and some of them were 6s and 7s, this was kind of our favorite. We looked at them independently of one another and picked this one as kind of our favorite. So at least it got a sticker after we all liked it as better than a 64. This one's graded 65. And once again, for whatever weird, unexplainable reason, inexplicable, something like that, I just kind of like the holder, the old fatty holder. My favorite is the one with the green labels. I know everyone tells me that was not a green label. It was something else and it faded. I just don't buy it. I'm going down the coin conspiracy rabbit hole, folks. Like that one. Like that one. That one might already be sold. Yoink. All right, speaking of circulated, so I do see coins in AU58 get sent off for stickering sometimes, a little bit more. So unlike the other coins, this is an AU58. So unlike those well-circulated coins we looked at earlier, I really wish this one got stickered. That's just such a cool coin. 1829 half dime. Can I just complain for a second that half dimes are listed incorrectly in order in the sheets? Am I the only one? Okay. Bueller, we'll have that discussion another day. Ben, just calm down. All right. And on those dimes, I was mentioning before, we only sent a couple in and they both stickered. And it was nice. They didn't really hardly pay for the stickering with the price point difference, but it was just kind of nice to send a few more things in for you guys to see. And actually, something that got stickered, for crying out loud. This 1891 V-nickel is a proof 65, also in an old fatty, and just kind of love it. Price points on things I didn't really mention because most of the coins aren't mine, and so. But this guy here is pretty big jump, actually. I think from CAC to non-CAC. I think that's something like $400 normal grade and $600 with the sticker. So that one had a jump. I think that both of those dimes are probably, $50 more with the sticker than without, but they weren't expensive coins to start with. Those are $150 to $300 type coins. So anyway, I think that's it. We just ran out of paper and stickers and coins. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.